Assalamualaikum to everyone. In this episode, we solve a problem involving Kepler's third law of planetary motion, also known as the law of period. We illustrate the computation of the mass of a star given the semi-major axis and the period of revolution of a planet that orbits this star. Just hang on till the end of this video. Watch there. The question is, on October 15, 2001, a planet was discovered orbiting around the star HD 68988. Its mean orbital distance was measured to be 10.5 million kilometers from the center of the star, and its orbital period was estimated at 6.3 days, that is 5.44 times 10 to the fifth power seconds. What is the mass of the star HD 68988? Express your answer in kilogram and in terms of our sun's mass, equal to 1.99 raised to the 30th power kilogram. Just a trivia about the star HD 68988. This star uh, is located in the northern constellation of Ursa Major. It has been given the proper name Nasti, which means star in the northern Sami language. According to Kepler's third law of planetary motion, the square of the time period T squared is directly proportional to the cube of the semi-major axis a to the cube of a planet or a celestial body revolving around the sun or a star. A semi-major axis, denoted by the letter A, is one half of the longest diameter, or the distance between the aphelion and the perihelion of a celestial body moving around an elliptical orbit, say for example, around the sun. In this problem, we are given the mean distance of the planet from the center of the star, and by definition, okay, this distance is equal to the semi-major axis, which is equal to A equals 10.5 raised to the 9th power meters. We are also given the orbital time period T of the planet, which is equal to 6.30 days, or 5.44 raised to the fifth power seconds. Right? And we are asked to compute the mass M of the star. All right? And then compare it with the mass of our very own star, the sun, which is equal to 1.99 raised to the 30th power kilogram. The derived equation that relates the orbital period capital T, the semi-major axis small letter a of the planet, and the mass big M of the star is given here as capital T, okay, equals 2 pi multiplied by the uh, what we call this semi-major axis, okay, letter A, raised to the 3 halves power, then divided by the square root of capital G, or the universal gravitational constant, multiplied by the mass of the star, big M. And to find the mass big M of the star, we can transpose big M and come up with the needed working formula for finding the mass big M. And that is equal to big M equals 4 pi squared times a to the cube divided by square of the time period capital T multiplied by universal gravitational constant capital G. Right? So, plugging in the given quantities, we have the mass of the star, capital M, equal to 4 pi squared multiplied by 10.5 times 10 to the 9th power meter, right? And that will be cubed all over 5.44 times 10 to the 5th second, that is to be squared, and then multiplied by 6.67 times 10 to the negative 11 Newton meter squared per kilogram squared. So finally, when we do our math, we get the value of the mass capital M, right? First, the result of multiplying the quantities in the numerator, okay, and that will be 4.57 times 10 to the 31st, or to the power 31st, divided by the result of multiplying the quantities in the denominator, which is 19.7, right? So, simplifying further, we finally get the value of the mass of the star, big M, equal to 2.32 times 10 to the 30th power kilogram. All right? Which, when you compare this to the mass of the sun, we say that this planet has or is 1.17 times the sun's mass. Right? So it is 1.17 as massive as the sun. And that concludes our tutorial for this topic. Till the next episode, mabuhay. MashaAllah. Thank you very much for watching. Please follow me in my FB page, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.